Now, the National Disaster Management Organization says it is ready to deal with any humanitarian situation that may arise during the December elections. Speaking during a simulation exercise involving all the security agencies, Deputy Director General Abu Ramadan said NADMO is using the power of teleconferencing to assess its teams in 13 regions ahead of the polls.
What the situation is?
We are the NADMO headquarters here. What's happening behind me is a pre-election simulation. You can see a lot of things happening in here in the background. At the top there's kind of like a video conferencing with people who will be playing other major roles also in different parts of the country. But we have the deputy NADMO boss here with us.
Basically, we're running a simulation in preparedness towards the general election. We believe if the election will be successful, there are a lot of activities that go on behind the scenes, and to check the readiness of the various agencies. NADMO as a coordinating agency is clouded with a mandate to make sure that we coordinate activities of that nature so that we can prevent disasters from happening, and this is one form of it. So here you can see the immigration, fire service, national security, police, all the security agencies are participating in this exercise, and it's going on in 12 regions out of the 16 regions of the country, 13 regions out of the 16 regions of the country. And as you can see, we're applying the use of technology to go live based on the situation we find ourselves currently as a nation or as a world finds itself. So we are trying to use technology too as well to see how best we can fuse the two, marry the two in terms of running the simulation, the exercise itself on election day, to make sure that we are ready for any situation and we are prepared for it. So that's what you can see we're doing currently.
So specifically, what issues or what matters would you be looking at, and what would you be monitoring?
Well, generally, humanitarian, which is our mandate, our core mandate, to provide humanitarian support in terms of disasters. But aside that too as well, we're also looking at how best we can get a quick coordination should it happen. And you know, the normal situations, as you've seen so far, the scenarios that have come out has to do with disagreements in terms of the candidates not winning, some constituencies, ballot boxes that have been stolen. And out as a result of that, the humanitarian bit of it, what is it that NADMO needs to do, what it is that the other agencies need to help us coordinate to make sure that we provide that support. And
so far, what will be your rating of what you've seen so far? What's your assessment of what is happening here? Do you think we are ready for it?
We have facilitators who are like our examiners in this whole exercise. When we're done, we'll have a conference to assess the situation, our performance, and on the basis of that, we can score ourselves good or bad when we finish. And we'll have response from all the 13 regional UCs that have been activated also, the way they carry themselves and how the response from the various agencies, how we went, and all of that. So we can't give score now. Let's finish the exercise.
We have various security agencies represented here at the NADMO headquarters, all taking part in this simulation to ensure that we have a hitch-free election day come December 7th. I have a rep from the Ghana Immigration Service.
Isaac Osumensah, Head of Border Management, Commissioner of Ghana Immigration Service.
Where will you be playing?
Yeah, we will be at the National Operations Room, obviously, as you can see. But then we will also be liaising with all the border agencies at the National Operations Room to ensure that the borders are kept as secure as possible, to make sure that we will not have any infiltrations or persons living in the country. We'll make sure the border situation is as peaceful and as quiet as possible.
So what would you say are the learnings from this simulation?
Yeah, for this simulation exercise, we are looking at a very real scenario where we have a current president who has been in power for 4 years, being contested by the former president who also was in power for 4 years. So the scenarios have been generated where we have incidents, pockets of violence. We are not saying there will be anything like that, but we are looking at a scenario where the NADMO, as well as all the security agencies, can come together in a worst-case scenario to be able to preempt humanitarian crisis, which may come up on or after the election.